everybody. Hello. This is a very weird stream for everyone, I know. But I thought I would share the process of what it takes to create content. It's a lot more than what people think. And it's not just about the live streaming. It's about the prep. It's about if you're going to edit videos and create videos afterwards, which you see on YouTube, which is what most people watch on YouTube. Edited videos and not live streams. But what it takes to be able to add content into the live stream or take your live stream and then edit it. So what we're going to do is we're going to update our previous video that we made with Advani's track, and we're going to add new video to the track. So we're not changing the track or anything at all. We're adding to it. And what that involves is downloading the stream and then going through the stream and picking the moments that you want to use. And it's a bit of a lengthy process. And I truly hope that once I've sort of taken people through this, whoever's watching will appreciate it. Whether you are watching live or whether you are VODing it, hopefully it just gives you a little bit of insight into sort of the backdoor processes of stuff. When it comes to creating content and how valuable your time in terms of watching it is, but in terms of like giving people memberships or super chats or actual just direct donations, which is always the best thing to do for anyone. If somebody has a direct donation link in their channel, drop a donation, because there is next to no fees for that and they get all of the money. It's not like YouTube gets a whole bunch of money or Twitch gets a whole bunch of money and your streamer or your content creator only sees 25 to 75% of that. That's how big the margins are. The margins are very crazy when it comes to these sorts of things. So yeah. Okay, let's hop into editing. So we've downloaded our stream from last night, which is what we want to use. We don't want to use the audio from it, so you guys should be hearing the audio as I'm doing stuff here. So what we want to do is we want to pull it into link up with where our first video clip was so that we can keep everything consistent in that regard. And we don't want any of the audio from this video here. So I'm going to unlink all the clips, and then you can see that there's only one track that it's brought in, and I placed it where I placed it on video 4 so that I don't scrub any audio. Hopefully I haven't scrubbed any audio from what we had earlier, because we want to keep all of our audio of what we had. And looks like I have scrubbed some audio, so I'm going to undo that. Okay, so I had an audio track on audio track 4, so I'm going to have to place it into sort of be behind this audio track here. Then I can unlink it. Then I can simply delete that audio track. What I'm then going to do is I'm going to pull the video track over to connect with these two tracks that were cut over here. And we see that Advani's music track is up here. What I want to do is I want to bring the playhead to this cut so I can make an exact cut on the audio track, because I'm using the cuts on the audio track to make the cuts on the video in effect. So we want to get rid of all of, we know that we're not going to do anything on, we're only going to use, put it this way, we're only going to use gameplay. So we want to get rid of all the intro stuff, and we want to get to the first sort of gameplay area to see. I want to run the same sort of similar things that I did with only Crosshair, but you can see as we're going into the games now, it keeps showing our HUD, and I don't want to see the HUD at all. So I'm going to scrub to where I get no HUD. Dusty, how are you? You know, it took me so long to figure out that you weren't streaming, because I was like, what's going on? I kept checking your channel, and then I was like, shit, I didn't watch last stream, and I know you always say at the end of the stream if you're not gonna stream. And so I went to go and watch. I went to go and watch the the end of your stream yesterday because I fell asleep to your stream, so like the whole thing played while I was sleeping, and I was like, "Oh, you're taking your dog in today. So how was your dog? How did the procedure go? Or do you only get your dog back a little bit later?" Okay, so we've found the beginning of a section that we might like to use, so we've cut out all of the intro and the talking in the beginning. Oh, shite. I hit delete instead of backspace. Delete will ripple delete, which means it cuts out all my audio, so I don't want that. So I'm going to pull this back. I'm going to pop my playhead. Actually, let's just put it all the way back to the front. I'm going to zoom in again so that I can see what I'm doing and where I'm working to. Again, drag my clip to snap. And yeah, we're going to... Effectively, what we're going to do now is we're just going to watch the video to see... We're going to watch the video to see if we like what we see, because what we had previously was, you know, climbing into the caravan. And actually, I'm going to keep the climbing into the caravan. So we're going to keep the intro exactly how it was. I'm going to keep this climbing into the caravan item, and I'm actually going to lock this. Oh, okay. It is locked already. So let's play that to see that everything is still working perfectly fine. Okay, all our transitions are working fine. I want to just move this out because I want to see what the clip went into. Okay. Okay, so we want to keep the caravan. We want to keep the traveling in through the tunnel, all that sort of stuff. Let's just place a break in the audio over here as well so that we have that break so that I don't make sort of this unnecessary shift. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this video track on video 2 just so I know that holistically, actually I'm going to keep it on video 4 so I know holistically that 1, 2, and 3 should always stay. Procedure went well. It was not too stressed. That's great. Waiting on the doctor to today or tomorrow. So your pupper has to stay overnight there today. Oh, that's stressful. You know, it's always nicer when you can collect your dog or your animal the same day in the afternoon, right? Okay, well, it's good that they have found something in the test because it's, you know, always worse when they don't find anything and then it continues to be an issue. Hopefully it's just like an over sort of production of hormones or something like that. Or like you said, it was related to the stomach. Like maybe it's the food is not processing. You took him home. Oh, you brought him home. Oh, lovely. Okay. Okay. Glad that you brought him home. That's nice. Okay. I'm glad that you could bring him home. Yeah, so I figured out eventually that you weren't streaming today, so hence me asking. And while I was... Oh, excuse me. I need to... So I'm going to do this stream and then I'm going to do a gaming stream. I just thought I'd take people through this process. So I need to have more coffee. And my throat is actually slightly sore. I need to take some medicine for it. I haven't done that today. I completely forgot about that. So I'll have some soup for lunch, have coffee and all that sort of thing. We give opinions and try to correct each other. Yeah, so oh, hold on, sorry. Okay, I went to mute my mic and it played. Clearly because I have... Okay, anyway. Like I find doctors, vets, hairdressers, dentists, mechanics, who else? Beauticians, physical therapists. They're all people that once you find someone who you gel with and who you trust and believe in, you don't want to deal with anybody else. But it's a process to find that person, right? And I agree with you. It can be very annoying to like find that person. And in that annoyance is, like you say, the difference of opinions and this and that. And then you know, but it's also a vibe, right? You need to vibe with the person at the same time as well. So yeah. Yeah, as long as he gets sorted out, and you know, it's not of pain to you either, because your animal feels the pain. I mean, like yesterday it was like hyper, so I'm in perimenopause, and it was a hyper pre-period day for me. So like I track my period and stuff, and I've actually, as I got older, I've gotten more regular than when I was younger, but now I'm in perimenopause. So my connected PMS symptoms are different, and they vary every month, right? And yesterday I just, like, before I streamed, after I got back from all my meetings and everything, I just cried, man. I was just crying and crying. And my dog was like, "What's wrong?" And she was like wanting to lick me and resting her head on me. And like, it's amazing how animals feel that, right? So anyway, point being, like, your animal can feel your stress over you wanting to fix them, which could potentially not help, obviously. Okay, so, oh, and then I have to ask Dusty, you can type to me, and you're the only viewer right now. What the hell went on in your chat yesterday? Like, because I heard this stuff at the end of your stream, and I was like, wait. What's going on here? Then I was like going back to see where the conversation started, because you have live chat replay. And it was super weird and confusing. And I was like, I couldn't even find like the effective problem, because nobody was typing full sentences. Nobody was like making any sense at all. And then that new viewer just seemed to like take the wrong bite of what was being said. But at the same time, like, Pew Pew's initial comment that seemed to set everything off was out of line. And yes, 100% you needed a mod there. But like, what happened? Because then, did you have to ban Pew Pew, or did he just disappear? Okay, so that is what happened. Oh, it says not a new viewer. Oh, shit, okay. Okay, so that is what happened, so I understood that. Oh, he went to the vertical stream. Oh, did Pew Pew go to the vertical stream? Ah, okay. Okay, I understand. Which is smart of him to just move over to the vertical stream so he doesn't have to deal with Issa. So I think Pew Pew, so as far as I understand, Pew Pew's first language is not English either. And I think he completely misunderstood what that guy was saying. And he like tried to defend you when it was not his job to defend you. And then, yeah, it set off. And I was like, I didn't see the comment about the Ukraine war either. I actually couldn't find it. So I think it might have been deleted or something. I don't know, whatever. But it was just like, I was like, dudes, like, firstly, Pew Pew was out of line. He shouldn't have wanted to defend you in the way, oh, he deleted it. Oh, he shouldn't have wanted to defend you, because Issa wasn't saying anything rude, right? But then Issa started, and I was like, guys, just like put your dicks back in your pants and calm the fuck down, guys. Like, you know, no, you're very good at taking your bad comments. It might not be immediately. I also don't catch some stuff immediately, but the way that I take care of it is also the way that you take care of it. We take care of it very subtly so that it agrees with our taste. And yeah, so okay, I understand now. That's cool. Thank you. Okay, so the audio might get a little bit annoying here, because what we're going to do is we're going to play back a lot. But this is what we go through as content creators. We have to deal with those annoyances. So a part of this is to not only show you the editing process and explain stuff to you and make you appreciate what we go through to be able to give you content, but to also see how annoyed we get, so that there's a little bit more sort of appreciation in all of this, right? So I'm happy with the front section. I'm not going to change anything in the front section. And I sort of need from this cut to that cut worth of audio. So we're going to see if we can grab that from the video. I might not like this specific video clip. And I don't know that Johnny, how are you, man? Thank you for coming in. Welcome back. Welcome in. as I've just explained, this might annoy the audio backwards and forwards might annoy you, but it's a little bit of education for everybody in content creation and appreciation. So I do not feel bad if you disappear or mute at all. So I don't think that I want to use this buried content. So that's the first thing. So I think I'm actually I want to choose an entire game in which to edit this content out of. And I feel like I don't want to use buried. I have a feeling that I would like to use something from Damn Electro from yesterday. So now I need to find Damn Electro. So what we're going to do is we're just going to click and randomly hope. Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. We randomly got some Damn Electro. So then what we do is we bump back into our timeline so that we can see more of the clip. And I think this was my second game. Oh, God damn it. You see what I did there? I clicked the wrong button. So now I screwed myself a little bit, but it's okay because we kind of know it was near the end. Well, not near the end, like somewhere in the middle. There we go. Here we go. Okay, we might have one here. So let's have a look here. Thanks, Johnny. Thanks for going through the process with us. So I'm going to play just so that we can get into the tunnel. It says Damn Electro here. So we're going to have a look at what this game... Oh, I need more coffee, man. We're going to have a look at what this game gives us. Oh, you know what? We might want to actually do this walk in the new outfit with the train. Oh, I'm glad I found this. So we might just actually replicate all of this. So let's do that. Okay, so what we do is we then just tab to go back in frames so that we can create this cut exactly where we want. Oops. Okay, so we're going to create this cut. And then we're actually going to get rid of the entire clip beforehand. And we then have to move this clip. So we want to move it to where we need it in our sequence. So I'm sure that there is a super duper amazing editor's way to do this that I don't know how on the software, which I'm totally fine with. So we're going to bump up. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're effectively going to replace these two train clips with these clips over here. Okay, so let's play those. Oh, it nearly matches perfectly. Okay, hold on. Hold on a seckie. Okay, so I'm going to move this clip out of line so I can see exactly where I slotted this previous clip in. Okay, so it was, I know that where they closed the door. Okay, cool. So let's go find where we close the door here, make a cut. Okay, so just before the tunnel, we're going to make the cut exactly there. Look at that nice black frame that we have there. Oh, it's beautiful. Then we're going to take this and we're going to move it so that the end of the playhead is with the end of that playhead over there. And what we're going to do is we're going to grab this and we're going to link it in there. I have such issues with cropping transitions over, but we're going to see if I can remember how to... Oh, damn. Look at that, guys. Yeah. I managed to do it. Okay, so let's play this and have a look at what it looks like. Okay, I don't like that. So I can keep this tunnel look, right? I don't think I have any of my old character in there. There's maybe one frame. But I prefer seeing that section before the people are walking. Okay, so I don't want to double cut the clip. So what I want to do is I'm going to drag this clip a little bit out so that I can get the... Wait, hold on. They don't show that that vibe anymore? Do you see in The Office? I didn't get The Office. I didn't get that office there. Right? Check. It's just me walking. And then I'm on... Oh, snap. So I'm actually going to have to keep some from the old clip. Okay. So let's go back and cut a bit. Because I love that little transition. Damn. Interesting. Okay. See the sneaky little things that they don't give us anymore. I'm going to delete that little transition, cut across. Okay, and then let's have a look at what we had previously. Okay, so as we get into the caravan is what we're basically needing to replicate. And then just before we get into the caravan. Okay, so I'm going to place a cut over here so that I have a sync point. Okay, so now that I have a sync point, yeah, Johnny's a fantastic viewer, and I'm so glad that he found me through YouTube, but through you, and then it was a connection, and yeah, it's like super, super cool. Oh, you're talking about the dogs. Oh my God. I thought you were complimenting Johnny. Yeah, dogs are amazing. Like, cats are different. There's nothing wrong with cats, right? But cats are just different. Okay, so we want this cut, right? As we get in here, what we're going to do is we're going to cut this. We're going to remove that. And then I'm going to pop the playhead back to where I get in. We're going to copy this over. Okay. And then we're going to drag this back so that we're walking. Okay, let's have a look at what that looks like now. Johnny. Okay, so we have the beauty of that. We have the walking. We're getting into the caravan. We close the door. Oh, damn, guys. How smooth is that? Yo, that is so smooth. That looks beautiful. Okay, I'm going to play it one more time just to double check, see if there's anything missing. Do you have a large plot of land if you have huskies, Johnny? Because huskies are a handful, man. They're beautiful and they're intelligent and they're amazing, but they're a handful. They're like on the same level as Jack Russells, just bigger and fluffier. Oh, that is so smooth, guys. That is so smooth. Okay. Then we're going to clip a lot of stuff out of this because we're going to wait until we sort of load into the match. Oh, it's so annoying that the load in includes the HUD. It never used to, and it's a new thing. Okay. So we're going to... Oh, your husky is your profile pic. Oh, yeah, it's so, Dusty, I think you find it on stream as well. It's so hard to be able to click over to users' profiles. And now StreamerBot gives you a direct link to their user profile so that you can actually see stuff like their profile pictures and stuff, which is another big plus about StreamerBot. Okay. So the little blipping, don't worry about it, guys. There's nothing wrong with anything. We're just moving the playhead frame by frame. So that's why we get the little blipping. Okay, so let's see if this is an appropriate crossover. Ooh, the lightning strike. Ooh, I feel like... But the lightning strike is not long. Okay, I actually think that's just before we move our head. Or just after we move our head, because the head movement is a bit jarring. So I think there, where we're going to cut it. Okay, just wait for the camera to stay still. Okay, the camera stays still there. So then we bring that across. And we see if where the audio needs to cut. The huskies are very chill. They escaped. Only once. Only once they escaped. Oh, that's super sweet. That's very cute. I can't believe they've only escaped once. That's really good for a husky. Okay, let's see if this transition works better now. Okay, so as much as I love that lightning strike, after that there's not a lot of movement and the volume of the clip is quite long. So, and I do that jarring head movement again, which I don't like. Wow, look at that frame for an image. So beautiful. Let's see if the music makes sense for me to be able to do a quick cut. There is a beat there. If I can do the cut just before I move my head again. And affect my mouse. Okay, let's do the cut there. See where we go. I'm going to leave that clip there. And see if I can blend it in. Because I love that lightning strike. I think it's a great intro into just as we get out the tunnel, right? There's this BWAH of lightning. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying the chat, Johnny. I am creating my new outro video to Arvani's music because my previous one still had the crosshair on and my outfit has been updated. So I need to update the video, right? So this is the editing process. Okay, what we can do is we can grab as we start running. So I might be able to do a short clip with that. And then do a long clip thereafter. Let's pull that across. See, because we could stop it there. And that's actually quite a nice beat. It's a nice transitional beat. We have one husky and a mix of dogs. Yeah, I think one husky and a mix of dogs is good. I think more than one husky, like you kind of need a massive plot. Okay, let's have a look here. Okay, so there is one frame of my old character there. And even though it's one frame too many. So I do want to get rid of that frame. Okay, we're going to get rid of that frame. In order to do that, we have to bump in quite significantly to cut it out. Let's do a slice there. We're going to remove that. And then what we have to do is remove, well, not remove, pull that clip a little bit over there. Then we have to just extend the same clip to there. It should be still black. Okay, cool. It's still black at the end there. Let's just double check all of that. The Alaskan Malamute. Yeah, like I feel like I would want one of those if I had a massive property. Okay. We're good there. Cuts over, lightning bolts, running. Ooh, I feel like the static to running is not great. I want to sort of pull it in the run already. We have some lightning bolts in the foreground there. And the structure's out. Okay, I like that. I like that the structure's out of frame. We're already in motion. I feel like that's a lot better. Okay, and then this actually cuts out nicely with the next beat. So the next section that we have is pretty long. Let's see how many frames or seconds it is. I think it's half a second that I made them. Oh no, I actually made it quite a bit longer. Oh, I remember why I made it longer. I can actually cut it up. Let's just yeah, huskies talk a lot. They're so cute. I love dogs that talk. Okay, let's listen to the music and see if we want to cut this up into B. So you see we go into a lot of cuts here. I do like the slow movement into things. And then it ramps up. But I feel like this section is a little bit too long. So let's feel the beat. Okay, so we have pause to be able to play with the beat a little bit in the segment with regards to the two piano keys that come up. So that like ding, ding, ding. I don't know. Okay, let's see if we can find a long clip that suits the sort of running. You see, the thing is I had like all these intros as we pull in, but now the HUD is the thing that's messing stuff up. And I don't want to just be running and running and running and running. Thank you, Dusty. Thanks for the lurk. Lurk and work, lurk and work. I think let's pull something just before our HUD comes up. Well, our wheel comes up. I feel like I want to pull something from there because we have quite a few looking moments and I quite like those. I want to see what the running moments are before that. After closing the hatch, jump to action, planting, deadlines, explosive, anything that shows actions. So the hatch, jumping into the hatch right at the end of the video, Dusty, is literally the end of the song. And it's the idea that when I transition in the beginning, so I used to use this as the intro, right? And the idea is that we've jumped into the hatch and then you find me in lobby in Speranza, right? So that was the transition. But I don't know that I'll even end this with jumping into the hatch anymore, because there is a decline in the track, like a minute before the end or so. Well, I think it's 48 seconds. And then we have another decline. So actually, in that first decline, I think that's what you've suggested is something to look at. I don't know that I have anything in this gameplay specifically, but I can have a look. I know that I don't have a deadline from last night at all. And I must think if I have any explosives. Oh, I have the explosives from what we were doing to the Bombardier and Buried. So that might be a good idea. I think the Buried stuff is again after this Electro stuff. So the Electro stuff might not even work out, to be fair. It might just like not work out at all. Okay, let's pull this clip because we need... So do we have... I think we have something where we go go up the ladder. Ooh, that's another beautiful shot of lightning. So let's go to that. I want to grab, I think, that frame just before. Let's just frame by frame it so that we get the cut correctly. Because we want that cut right there. Okay, so let's pull the playhead back. I mean, you guys are going to be so tired of this song. You see, so like this action needs a cut. It can't just stay like that. It has to cut after this. So before I move the camera again, it needs a cut. It's too long of a cut. It's too long of a scene, should I say. As a YouTube watcher, you don't see any shorts of me gaming. Your YouTube algorithm just gives you Dusty's clips. So I haven't made any, Johnny. And that's actually something that like Dusty, she's like, when she's in stream, she's like, oh my God, that would make such a good short clip. And I've suggested that once the video is posted, people can go back and they can remix it into short clips, but it's not the same. I need to go back and I need to make these cuts. And a part of making all those cuts, and so all the shorts that you see from Dusty, this is the process that she has to go through as well. Like it's that 30-second clip is got so much work behind it. And this is like what I wanted to highlight so that people not only just appreciate the clip, they appreciate all the work that goes behind it. So actually might, you know, after I do like gameplay today, I might tomorrow, what's tomorrow? Thursday? No, not Thursday, maybe Friday. I might actually do a similar stream like this where we do that, where I go back and I figure out like where do I want to cut those moments. I mean, Dusty's plastic moments, obviously, but I have to go and find that again. So I want to find a way that there has to be a way where viewers can put markers in the stream. So that I can easily go back to what viewers showed that they like, if that makes sense. So I want to research a little bit on that as well. But I'm glad you've mentioned it because Dusty's also like, oh, you should make a short about this, etc., etc. So I'm glad you mentioned it as well. Okay, so I'm going to actually remove this section of running here. Oh, shit. I pushed the wrong button. I'm going to remove that section of running. I'm going to cut it through to the lightning. So we look up, we look down, we're running, we look across the person opening that. We go to the... Oh, it's beautiful on the sound as well. Okay, and then I need to... On this beat of the music. Okay, that bass beat. I've looked at the ladder and then I can climb onto the ladder. I quite like that. So just as I jump onto the ladder, I think. Yeah, I think that would be a good cut. Yeah, it feels like the flow is starting to feel a lot better now. I'm basically making a short video, yeah. So if you look on my, Johnny, if you look on my homepage of my YouTube, you'll see the intro video is listed under the videos section. I'm basically replacing all the footage in that video now. I'm not going to post it as a brand new intro video, but it's going to be the outro video to my streams now. So I'm making a new outro video, basically. Yeah, the cuts have to have movement. There either needs to be a movement cut or a scene change cut. So scene change cut, getting onto the ladder. Okay, then we don't have to see at the top of the ladder to make a cut. That builds suspense. It's like, where are you going? What's there, you know? For a viewer who doesn't know the game. Oh, I like that look back. And it's a clean look. It's not a dirty look. And then we're running again. Yeah, okay, I like that. But how much of it do we want? Just a little bit of running. Just a little bit of running after that look back is good. So we want to bring this clip to running. And just before we look up. We're running a little bit. We look up. And then we see the archives still there because we saw them earlier. So it references back. Keeps you in the scene. We see them there. Jump on the ladder. We're climbing up the ladder. We clearly get to the top of the ladder. We're running. We look, the archives still there. We're running past them. Okay. Oh no, I'm sure you know it's a lot of work, Johnny. I don't know how many other people really know that it's a lot of work. I think also the thing is, like, because people who follow me and who enjoy watching my channel, because I don't talk to people like they're kids or like they're idiots, right? So I think most of my audience are intelligible. So I generally expect that people know a level of certain things, but this is like a behind the scenes, like, investigation kind of, like, yeah. It's very hard to explain why I'm even streaming based on what I said. Yeah, I think the little sort of shorts and stuff will be Does that go on the beat nicely though? Let me increase the timeline here so I can see the audio. Just needs to be a touch longer. Actually, I think it's fine. Let me move this clip out so that I can see black. No, it does need to be a little bit longer. There. Okay, so I can pull it out to there, and then we can find another section of this clip to cut in. Popular streamers you watch it talk about work behind scenes. Regular watch for about 4 or 5 shows. Oh, I think that's normal, Johnny. I think it's like unrealistic for people to like watch a load of people. Let me make a load of changes for our streamers. In what regard? Explain to me, because I'd like to understand, like, from a different point of view, because I haven't been like, so YouTube has this behind the scenes blah blah updates that they do, but I have to be honest, I don't have time to watch a lot of those. So I'm interested to see from a viewer's point of view what you guys are receiving as well. Oh, there's another nice beat. That beat's over there. So I'm going to cut the audio there because I want to place another clip there. We just need to find something to fill this gap. I don't want to go too far out, so I'm going to keep pulling this clip across, which is probably a little bit annoying. Have your coffee with me. I like that. I like that. Can I have a coffee as well? Can you make me a coffee, please? I'd appreciate a coffee too. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Johnny. You're the only one in chat right now. I'm talking to myself as well as you. I think I go into the tunnel after this. I feel like going into the tunnel will be great. If I walk into the tunnel, yeah, that's a good transition, like that little movement over there. I think just through the doorway. We'll pull that over there, and then what do I get at the end of this clip here? Oh, okay, we see a barricaded door, which is also great. God damn you too, having coffee and I don't have any coffee. Yeah, Dusty works the way that I do. Like you have the stream on a separate screen and you're working, you're legit working, but every now and then you have to like dip in and like put your toe into the chat. Okay, so we see this barricaded door. I'm watching to see if there's somebody because I thought I heard footsteps. It's crazy how you remember your streams, man. Okay, so what we want to see, let's do this because this is a little bit of a long segment here. So I want to break open the door, which is just there. I don't like the angle of that scene though, but I like the bar dropping. Okay. Let's have the bar dropping. And then let's see what that plays out to in terms of like the length of the next clip. Yeah, multitasking, right? Oh, actually we do need to have it breaching a little bit. Interesting. I hate that angle. I hate that angle. That's better. It's fine. When you're going frame by frame, it feels crazy, but it's not. And then nice, we have, again, we start movement before we need the next cut. Okay, I like that. Okay, and then we're going to go up the rope. We're going to jump on the rope. Again, frame by frame, coming into play here. Oh, such a smooth, nice cut. Okay. Yeah, I like know the song in my brain now already. Okay, then we've got a few little snippy cuts, which is cool. Okay, so now we can find some of those action shots. We need it at this point because it's just been movement, movement, movement. We don't want to open yet another door. We don't want to see that. I think we shoot some arc outside of the door here and hopefully I don't miss. Hopefully I get them on the first shot. Oh, look, I actually like hit a camera. Actually, that as the door opens and I draw my gun. It's great. Okay, so let's see how long that clip plays out for. Oh, maybe the cut is not long enough. No, it seems like the cut might be long enough. Just have a look. Oof, the cut is just long enough. Okay, I think that's good. Move that off so we see the black. Yes, okay. Then we can go to the camera. Shooting the camera. Do I actually kill the camera? What? Oh, and then there's an arc straight away. Nice. Oh, maybe I'll just go to the arc. Oh my God, guys, do you see that? Do you see that frame by frame? Have a look at that. Oh my God. Like, okay, wait. This is what you don't get when you're watching. When you're editing. Look at this. Okay, wait, I'll move the playhead so that you see exactly what I'm seeing. Okay, so, right? Watch this. So we point at it, right? Okay. We take the shot. Look at the bullet hole in the arc and the casing out of the gun. You see the casing is still flying. The bullet hole is clearly in the arc. Arc is spinning. Arc explodes. What? What? Oh my God, that's so amazing. Oh, that's so fresh, man. Oh, that's so fresh. Oh! You have to take a planned trip to give me that coffee. Yeah, I agree. But just make sure it's not cold when you get here, right? Because it's like a good 24 to 36 hour journey. Oh, guys, with the backwards movement. Oh, I love it. Okay. Oof. Okay. I'm getting too excited here, man. I'm getting too excited. Okay, we need to move. Wait, as far as YouTube thing, you have a streamer that either just started using the tools. Wait, what? Wait, let me read that properly because I'm probably not reading. As far as the YouTube thing, you have a streamer that either just started using the tools. You may have thought that they were new tools. Oh, with regards to what they are doing for streamers. So what tools are those? Like if you mention them, Dusty and I will be able to tell you if they're new or not. I mean, I've been on YouTube for a bit of a longer period of time than she has. So, but she's been on streaming for quite a while and she's been posting content for a long time before streaming. Okay, let's have a look at what the next set of actions is. Okay, nothing so far. I want to just do opening doors, right? So this is all like opening doors, looting, that sort of thing. And then we have a fireball again as we come out of this door. I know that much. I just want to drag this playhead. I don't want to have to listen to the audio over and over and over. So what we're doing is we're just pulling the playhead through so that we can clear all these lockers. These lockers were good last night. There was no weapons crate or anything, but there were a good ton of lockers, more than there usually are. There's normally like 5 lockers, and I think there were like 8 or 9 this time, which I was happy about. It's such like a not miserable, it's like a misty, dreary day outside. It's actually, I don't know, I like all seasons. I'm not like one of these people who moans about specific weather or anything. Like, I appreciate all seasons and all types of weather. It's like the small things in life, man. I'm in South Africa. I'm in Cape Town, specifically. If I had my timeline smaller, this would go faster, but I don't want to make the timeline smaller because I've got all these little cuts to deal with. Oops. And then I have to go in and out consistently all the time with these cuts. Okay, so the Ark he's outside now. I'm just trying to hear if there's a player outside. I don't mind, having another cut of a fireball exploding. Another short little shot I think is good, where he turns to me and then hopefully it blows him. Okay, that's okay. I'm happy not to do a double cut there. I'm happy to do a single cut there. That's fine. I'd like that. Oh no, that you're not being a jerk. I love that, man. I love that I talk to myself. And this is the thing is like, when you're streaming, right? If you're streaming to gain an audience who likes you as a streamer and doesn't just like the game, you're going to take a lot longer to build an audience. I know. It took me 3 years on Twitch. And then Twitch as a platform, I was just like, no, I need to dump you. Like, you're a bad boyfriend, man. But that's a part of streaming, right? Like, but then other people really like the streams where people don't talk a lot, where it's not a lot of commentary and that sort of thing. So yeah, I'm glad that you appreciate that. I'm very funny. Thank you. Thank you very much. I do try. No, I don't try at all, to be honest. Boom. Boom. Ooh. Yeah, I don't hate that. But I like this fast sequence here. So So do we just, again, blow the next one up? But I like the kind of like, he looks at me, he blows. Bah. Maybe that's the cut right there at the explosion. How do we feel about that? How do we feel about that? Because I feel like that cut looks a little bit too long. Oops, let's undo that. Let's delete this and make it black, and then watch and see how we feel. Bah. Oh, no. Because you're not going to see the explosion well enough. But then I need another cut. And then this, as long as it's on the BPM, it's okay. See, just before that pullback, I want that fire explosion. Because here, we get explosion, pullback. There, we want explosion. There's this natural pullback that I do because of the fire. But just before the pullback, so there. And we're still ADS in. Yeah, I think that's great. Ah! Don't do that. Okay. So let's see where our next cut is. I feel like there were pops around the corner. I don't remember. Have a look. What have we got? What have we got? Oh, okay. There's a fireball in the distance. Nice. Okay, it's good to know that you watch on your phone. I watch a lot of stuff on my phone, or like I don't have a TV, I don't have a television. I have my monitor, which is connected to my computer. And it's, in effect, it's only as tall as a 27-inch monitor, so it's not exactly big. But the pixels are like a decent quality. Okay, so he's rolling towards me. I miss a shot, right? Oh, I hit the shot. But look at the server lag. And this will be bad for you, Johnny, because it's like it's almost like picture in picture. This like sort of these visuals are so small. Look at that lag. How many frames lag is that from when I shoot? You see, Dusty, this is what I have to deal with that you don't have to deal with, right? Okay, so let's go from the shot. Yeah. If you see there, right? Have a look here, and you'll be able to tell, Dusty, because you might be on a bigger screen. Okay. So I click to fire, right? Do you see the fireball there? Let's move the playhead so that you can see. Okay. So you see the fireball there. Who started doing minigames? I'm not sure who you're referencing, Johnny. Okay. So this is what I have to deal with high ping and frame rate, right? So for anybody who doesn't understand what playing on high ping and low frame rate means, if we have a look here, I'm ADS'd and I've actually in effect clicked to shoot already. The fireball, his skin is totally fine. The next frame, you can actually see the bullet travel towards the fireball. So that is how many frames? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You then see the gunfire. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 28. That's half a second, guys. That's half a second. So I have to prejudge that full half a second. I have to prejudge my ping. I have to prejudge on my frame rate. I have to prejudge the data that the server is sending me. I am sending the server, and then the server is resending back to me. That takes a full half a second that I have to think about before I can make the shot. So this is the disadvantage that I'm playing to, yet I can still make a shot like that with no HUD. You can't tell me that you're not impressed. You cannot tell me I'm not impressed. I'm impressed. You can't tell me that you're not impressed with that. That's crazy. I've never actually thought about looking at it and representing it to myself like that. Like if I have to take those frames and slow them down, you can already see over the 30 frames, but it'll fully explain the disadvantage of high ping and low FPS. So my ping is anywhere at any given time between 150 to 280. And that's why I choose to statically go to one server, but it could bounce me across servers in North America depending on how active they are, which means my ping is then anywhere between 180 and at the absolute most, if I had to go to Hawaii, it would be 300, but I never go that far. So it's anywhere between 180 and about 270 is the most that I've seen. They nerfed. I saw somebody had a thumbnail on that and I was like, what? Did this happen in the patch last night? Because it technically should have happened in the patch yesterday, the soft patch, right? And I didn't feel it. So I'm like, I'm okay. But maybe I didn't feel it because I play on high ping and stuff all the time anyway. So I'm sure people who play on like over 140 FPS and 30 or 20 ping, they would have felt it 100%. Yes, I'm in Cape Town. Yeah. I am. You are correct. Okay, so we can put that over there. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, it's just like Popalicious, man. It's just Popalicious the whole time. Okay, I think that's good because we have this pullback shot now, and we have this long sequence of audio that we can go towards finding a clip for a long sequence of audio. Actually, I think if we go out the door, we can do running. No, I don't try to be funny. It's just natural, man. It's the growing up on dark British humor. And sarcasm as wit, sarcasm for a father, and wit for friends. That's what I grew up on. Okay, I think running through the door will be good for the next sequence, which is like a long sort of beat. And I know that that's... Oh, I pushed the wrong button. I know that that beat is a little bit longer, so I don't really want to cut it up. You enjoy it, streamers try. It's a skill, man. It's a skill and it's a talent, and I'm glad that it's appreciated because why? You know, if you're there for a streamer who interacts, you want them to interact, right? If you're there for a streamer who doesn't talk a lot and doesn't really interact and you just want to watch live gameplay and make comments as you go, that's a different story. Then that streamer doesn't need to try and interact. They're growing a completely different audience then. But I think having grown my audience on Twitch and the fact that like I used to play games couch co-op with people and we used to comment to each other, I think the interaction for me is built in and it's a lot more normal and easy. Okay, I like that. I quite like that. We do this little jump motion. I do like that. So let's have a look. Move that clip out, see what that does. Look. Jump motion. Nice. Nice. I like it. I mean, a lot of it is really just talking out loud instead of thinking in your head, right? I miss this guy so badly. And then I catch on fire. Ooh, and then I do a tumble roll. So as he bumps up there, I don't want anybody to see that I missed my shot, obviously. Look at the shot just whiz past. You see how it just narrowly misses him? How do I miss that, man? And you don't see this in like... Oh, just as that bump. Yeah, I think we do from there. That should be good. Oh, that's smooth. A little jump roll in there. I like it. I like it a lot. Sean, hello. How are you? You started out with the anvil. It's amazing to see how fair games went. It's crazy people stream their video games. Yeah, it's Oh, you started with Atari, sorry. How far the games have come. Yeah. And that's also me. It was like Atari, right? It was Pong. Literally Pong. I mean, it was before Atari. Actually, it was like gaming hubs, you know, like where you would have to go in and pay to play a game. That was like, and that was Pong, right? And you attend a meeting at 2:30. Oh shit, it's 2:30. I haven't eaten lunch. I kind of need to eat lunch. Are you back working remote again, Sean? Okay, I like that. Just gonna let it play a little bit so I can have my clip right there. Yeah, you're at home. Nice. What? Okay, so explain to me, like, so this new employee you've been made their mentor, basically, is what you're saying. Okay, we miss the camera. We know that I miss the camera a lot. Oh my gosh. How many times I miss it? That's so funny. Do I actually hit it this time? There was a miss. This is a hit. Let's see how that plays out. Just after I hit it. Again. Yeah, we can cut there. If I look at the music beats, it's also a good place to cut. I didn't go into the building. I just killed the camera because I wanted to kill the camera. Because they annoy me, man. That beeping annoys me. Is there anything nice in this video clip, like lightning and stuff? Okay, I like the change of scenic movement. I do like that. So I'm going to keep that in. Because we needed to get out of that scene and it shows us running away from the building. I like that. You helped her with tasks and showing her the ins and outs of everything. Well, mostly you. Oh, I would dump it on her, man. I would dump it on her. Like, she's got to learn. I don't know. I feel like you're doing a disservice. There are a lot of jerky camera movements in that. I don't know that I like it. Let's just see. Yeah, I feel like that would be better. I actually feel like that. Let's just go backwards. I feel like from here would be better. Looks back at the building. Keep running away from the building. I think that's better. Let's have a look. Yeah, I like that a lot more. Because we want to change the scene, etc., etc. Okay, nobody is worried about picking up prickly pears. We don't need to see that. You tried, but she said let you do it and then learn for future. So my learning style is I watch to learn. So that might be her learning style as well. And like YouTube, the success of YouTube's how-to videos would clearly dictate that that's how a lot of people watch. That's how a lot of people learn. So actually maybe it's just her learning style. And if she proves that she can just watch your first one and then do stuff thereafter without a lot of, I want to say, guidance or sort of direct. This is nice. I like this. We're running. Okay, head movement. There. Okay. Then it's actually worth it. So yeah, maybe that's just how she learns. I don't want to show that I go into the building. I'm happy with the cut over there. I don't want to show that I go into the building. Yeah, so after you do this task, so if she is a learner who learns the way that I learn, and I learn by what I call, I learn via osmosis, meaning I'll take notes and I'll watch you do stuff, and then I'll ask you questions as you're doing stuff if it warrants asking questions. Then you give me that same or similar task to do, and I'll apply the knowledge that I've seen that you showed me. And then there's other things where I'm just like, no, the only way to be able to learn it is to definitely do it, bump your head against the wall, and realize that you shouldn't bump your head against the wall. So yeah, but I think in these sort of things, she, that might just be her learning style. And if it's not, and she's wasting your time, you'll figure it out exactly when you assign her a new task and you see that, oh, hello, you actually didn't pick anything up from this and you didn't learn anything from this. Then you know. It's also very hard. It's also very hard being a mentor versus being a manager, because as a manager, you can give clear instructions. As a mentor, you have to give guidance. And so they're two extremely different roles to play. And I must say, I actually personally prefer being a mentor and a leader versus a manager. I'm a very good manager, but I prefer the opposite, because I am a very strict manager. I'm like, no, you don't need mentorship, you don't need leadership, you don't need guidance. This means that you know what you're doing, so let's get on with it. So yeah, they're two completely different states of being, in effect. So we might have to pull from the next game after this in terms of clips. Well, this is the thing, right, Dusty? And that's where the management comes in. Like, and the managers can decide that. They can give warnings and they can fire, or they can assign new training. Whereas a mentor and a leader can't do that. Also, people don't understand the difference between them, Ooh, this is quite nice. Look at this. So we get that red, and then we get another tumble roll. So the running, and the beam appears. Oh, I like that. Okay, so running. Yeah, a few frames. Yeah, I quite like that. I quite like that. Yeah, right, we play Pong on TV. Yep. Lightning. Look behind. Draw the gun. Side. Nope, get out of here. Where does the beat change there? In the barrel roll? Okay, we can change on that end beat. We can change that there. I like, so look, I have also studied film and stuff, so, and I've worked in film, and you learn all the techniques and stuff like that, but you also have got to apply your own style in these sort of things. Was this the one where I called the lift? And then, no, I think that was the second Electro Storm, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I mean, like, we couldn't, like, growing up, I couldn't afford, well, not I, but my parents couldn't afford, like, a lot of new tech and stuff like that. So I always relied on playing games at other people's houses and my cousins and my friends and stuff like that. So, like, one had Atari, then the next one had, like, Sega or Nintendo 64, or, and we had a Nintendo, but it was, like, the knockoff Nintendos, the 8-bits, with the cartridges. I love that. Absolutely love that. I don't think anything happens here, as far as I remember. I mean, what worries me is we're so... Thanks, Shani. I'm glad you think our Sapphirs are cool. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to get gameplay from the other stream as well. Well, the other game after this, because we're only like a minute into the song. We've got 2 minutes to go. And how long has this stream been? Did you see the editing? Right? Right? Oh, I have this guy to shoot. Okay. Oh, come on. I get him on the... I like this. I like the looking, aiming. I like all of that. Yeah, I like that. I like that as a long cut. So anyway, point being, like, you have different styles and tastes and stuff, you know? Let's see if this is too long of a cut. It might be too long of one scene. Okay, so we can do the looking. Right, okay, so this is actually pretty good. Like the running, completely different scene inside. We see it. So I think what we do is we cut when we see it. We cut out all that movement. And then just before the firing, we bring it back. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Cut out the boring, right? Cut out the boring. Oh, but that's a harsh cut. It's a harsh cut. We go from that view to this view. Such a hard cut. They're better. I think from there would be better. Let's have a look. Oh, and there goes my laptop wanting to fail again. Yeah, I think we do it just before we fire. It's because his light beam changes. Because I wait for his light beam to change. I kind of want to do it on the frame of that. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that's way better. That's way better. Okay, and then the next beat, we change camera movement, which is great. It's a good segue. Okay, I like that. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. And then we're looting again, so let's get rid of the looting. Wow, this takes like so long. I even underestimated how long this takes. Yeah, sure, I'm streaming and chatting at the same time, but still. I mean, all the thoughts that are coming out of my brain, well, they're coming out my mouth, which would normally be in my brain. Oh, do we show this being placed? I mean, it doesn't hit anybody or anything like that, so I don't think it's valuable in terms of footage. I think it would be different if we place it and then we see. I don't know how that person opened the room without getting hit by the turret. Or maybe they got hit by the turret and they just really didn't care. Oh, now we gotta open all these lockers. Oh, and this is where we were like, okay, this room is disappointing. I remember this. Because there was none of the extra bags, the map cases, none of it. There's none of that extra stuff. question is, okay, I do go upstairs. And then the leaper is here, I think. Yeah, the leaper's here. So do we run upstairs? Hold on, let's place this playhead at the end here to see what we get that's valuable. I think as the leaper goes out of frame, that's good. Because then you're left with like, where did it go? What happened? Right? And we can pull this to the front edge here to give a touch of movement to it. Of movement and an introduction kind of thing. Okay, so we shoot that, we're clearing out, we move to, we see the leaper. Leaper sees us, leaper goes red, it's like following us, we're like, ah! Sorry, that was a very loud cry there. Oh, it's a pity about this, me interacting on the wheel. Drop it there, I like that. Oops, wrong cut. Cut over there. Oh, don't cut it again. Move it. Yeah, I need to have more coffee and eat some food. That's what this is happening right now. See, my lingo, my language is lingy langen. Okay, we don't want to see the wheel. We face our enemy head on. And then we're like, what's gonna happen? Do I get rid of this menu just before I jump? Yes, nice. Okay, and we have red on our butt. Like that. Okay, let's have a look. Leaper, hornet, jump. I think I can end the cut mid-roll. I feel like that should be fine. Let's just have a look though. Yep. I like that. I like that. Oh, okay, hold on. Pushing the button. We get there to push the button. Let's see. And then, yeah, just before we pull up our wheel again. Can I, maybe, I'd like to pull that to here. See what's at the front here though. Yep, that's okay. That's okay, I think. Yep, that's all good. That's all good. Like it. Shit, you know what? I need to bloody well save. Because now it's gonna like, what do you call it? Crash is the word that I'm looking for. Sorry, I got an email. I just wanted to see if it's somebody or something important. No. Okay. I mean, important is relative, right? My thing is, if you send me a message and you don't phone me, it's not as important. If you want it to be really important, you need to phone me. Okay, bandage. Do we do another? Oh, we actually hit the hornet. So let's have a look here. Oh, we get shocked and then you see the leaper jumping. Oof. That is clutch. So we need that to be over here and then let's pull the scene and see what we get before that. Still running. I do want to look over my shoulder though, like that. Okay, so pull that there. Let's have a look here. Duck, push the button. We're running, still running. We're looking. We get hornet shot. Leaper jumps. Okay, so I want to cut it just before you see that I take damage. You can actually see I'm taking damage already there from the hornet. And then just before we get leaper damage. Okay, we're going to put it. So we're ducking in the air. I mean, we're tucked in the air, should I say. That's great. I like that. Okay, I like that a lot. Let's see what this cut gives us. I just want to, because I want to remove everything in between here. Let's see what this cut is going to give us here. We get shot, Leaper comes, jumps, we jump. Leaper's shooting around us. Oh, do we want to take damage? Yeah, I quite like that, actually. Because it goes into this, like, change of beat here. So we'd see the Leaper pulse around us. We duck again. We shoot the hornet. We get hit. Okay, so where it goes down and beat there. We listen. Okay, so right there, which is a perfect, actually makes a perfect cut point. So we can go with shielding, I think. Just the action of shielding. Yeah, that looks good. It shows that we got out. You don't know what happened and how long in between it happened. And then I want to get rid of this selection here. I don't want to see the leaper and shot yet. Okay, so we're not going to see the leaper and shot. We're going to move to dropping the HUD. And then we see the leaper and shot. We want to do that. Get rid of this. See if it works on the music and is not against the music. Okay, I don't need to like see myself bandaging. I do like the movement shots. We can cut on this movement shot here. We're kind of like, oh my god, are you going to get away? I like the bandage wrapping movements. Then we see the wasp come into shot. Okay. So let's do that because it's a nice light flash on our body as well. Okay, let's have a look here. We slide down. We have the wasp. The wasp fly over us. We can tag the end over here. Then we can pull out our gun to shoot at the wasp. I think that's good. Okay, let's have a watch again now. Actually, let's go a little bit back. Let's view this whole sequence because this is a sequence now. Like this is, we've changed scenes, we're setting up the scene, all of that sort of stuff. So let's go all the way back from that other building, right? So we've killed the turret in the other building. Okay. And we're going to transition to a whole new set of scenes now. Outside with the Leaper, going towards extract. With the hornet, it grabs us. duck from the Leaper. Not sure if the Leaper pulses us. Shoot the Hornet. Leaper grabs us. Have to shield. We're at extract. We're like, are we going to get out of extract at this point? There's still a lot of song left though, so... Another jumping moment. It was a very long cut, which I'm not in disagreement with. I want to see where the release of the song, there's a section of release in the song that comes. I just want to find where that is. See, there's a still beat, still a lot of beat. I think it's a lot later in the song. Doesn't play to my advantage that this ended so soon. I could fade it out here actually, just before this beat. Work that. Just before that beat, I could fade this clip down. I think I'm gonna have to do that. And I only need like a 2-minute outro. And I know that Arvani won't mind that. So I'm gonna, oh no, hold on. I'm actually gonna save this project as new. Let me unclip that. Save this project as new. I'm going to specifically call this outro, not intro outro. Okay, then we can make this cut on the audio here. And what we'll have to do is we're going to pull the volume. My playhead is so big. Okay, so we want to pull this down. Let's do an audio fade out actually. I don't want to do a Fairlight effect or anything. Don't really want to do a crossfade. Let's just listen to this. Okay, let's set a key over here for the volume to be at 0 exact. Then we'll set a key over here for the volume to be at negative. So it should fade out just fine. Okay, that was way too fast. So what we'll do is we'll take this key, we'll pull that key sort of here so it goes a little bit better with the beat. Thank you for lurking and hanging, Johnny. And I'm glad I could assist you in doing house chores. Okay, let's see if this is a bit better. Okay, it fades way too quickly. So okay, so we're on our head here. I'm probably that crazy. I'm like, I don't deny it, I'm probably that crazy. Let's pull it maybe to 50%. And it's the first time I've done it live, so it's just like I say, it's a little bit of insight into the back door of things that happen. I think people don't like to really share this stuff. Still Still too hard. Still too hard. Maybe 20. Still too much. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'm not like an audio engineer or anything, so. You can hear the cuts at the end though, that's my problem. And I feel like it's a disservice to Arvani in terms of what he's created with the track. Do I not do that? And do I just go to the other game and see what's in the other game to be able to add that in? I feel like I need to do that. So let's actually just undo all these actions that we did. Wait, what did I just undo? Doesn't show me what I just undid. Hold on. Okay, it's still got that cut in. We did the cuts and the double roll. Yeah, okay. Okay, I think if we're crawling, that's okay. I can end it over there and then I can cut over to the next game. I think that's probably going to be the best thing to do. Because we're like, oh damn, you died. But then you pull to another game and I'm still alive. And I don't actually have that much of the song left, so it's not super bad. Let's just get rid of all of this. Because we go back into another electro. From what I can remember. But then I feel like we shouldn't have the death at the end. It should still just be filled with action, right? So I'll have to rethink that and just make more cuts. I also like people to see like different aspects of the game. So like this run, yeah. Maybe what we do is we pull all of this Leaper stuff to the side, if that makes sense. So let's have a look here. Okay, so I think we get rid of that. Okay, and then where is this Leaper stuff starting? Because we can actually put that like near the end. We have this transitional period here. And then all of this, right? I can actually, let's pull over onto that video track, because then what I can do is I can pull this forward and strip it, or pop it into that over here. Yeah, I like, actually it's nice to go back outside again to a different scene, but we're still in lightning, so we're okay. I think that that's quite fine. I want to see I want to see the husk opening. Because again, it's a different aspect of the game. Because the aspect is not just all shooting, right? Or did I do the husk before I did the tree? I think I did the husk before the tree. So let's pull this back. The husk. Okay, pop this over here. Let's have a look here. So we get the tree, then we get the husk. Oh, that's nice. As we pull the radar tool out, there's a cut in the audio. Just see where the cut is. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so let's pop that over here. Oh, we get that little shock actually. So I'm gonna play this whole clip. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let's undo that cut and then make this cut on here. Because we get the shock, and then it's like, what? Why are you getting shocked? Yeah, we don't need to see any of those. That was our tree. I think we spent quite a bit of time running around looking for a tree for apricots and stuff, so don't need to do that. And we keep seeing the leaper because that's where the playhead is at. So actually, let me move the playhead back here. But as we're dragging the clip, we're seeing what frames we're getting on the clip right now. And we were running around looking for couriers. I'm wondering maybe what I should do right now is pull this footage to the end. So let's do that actually. Pull this footage to the end so that I can do the hatch kind of scene. Let's just move it some more. Okay, so that would go at the end there is what I'm proposing. Let's have a look. Let's just move this out so that we can actually see what's playing. Okay, so we'll move all of this to that cut. Again, that's a good beat change. We definitely don't need that. Okay, so we don't need that. Bring this forward. See what we get from here. And then this clip just plays out, basically. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, no. Okay, hold on, hold on. Shooting. I'm going to cut it here. Then I'm going to pull this across and lengthen this a little bit. I want to see a little bit of getting in here. Yeah, we can see the leg swipe come in. The leg swipe coming in is good. And then we end on crawling into the... A lot of damage there, so let's do the... Hold on, hold on. Okay, so we go from there to the leg hitting us. To the stamp, maybe. To that. Okay, let's go to that. Then we can go to the crawl cut. And we should be able to make this cut go towards evacing. Not quite, but sort of. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so that is not working. Okay, we have to cut it over here. We have to remove that. Let's have a look at this. Just see what the rest, what are we missing here? I'm gonna pull that to go over that section of clip. Then we go to being downed, I think. Yeah, great, 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 great. Okay, so let's get rid of that and let's just pull this clip out and see where we've got to cut it, where it goes. I don't like, it's got this like frame kind of, so where the leg comes in there, it has this like random, sort of want the green light over there. Okay, I like that. Let's extend this. See what we get here. Okay. Because we do sort of want... I don't necessarily want the actual clothes. Or do we want the clothes? Hold on. Let's... Yeah, we do kind of need the clothes for the music. We kind of need that blackout. So let's see, where does the blackout happen? Just before... Okay, so... we need it to end just before this text appears, pretty much. Close it there. Remove this. Bring that forward so I can link it to the audio, and then I can pull this across into there. Okay, so we have the ending now, basically. So we need to get all the fat in the middle. Not all of it. Just a little bit of it is left to get. Okay, so we have to grab that section there. Let's pull this clip back over so we can pull info from there. Okay, so we left off here. We had just gotten shocked. Okay. We want to do some running. I like the explosion that we get. Let's see what... Ooh, okay, it's a lightning explosion. Let's cut it there, because we're on a different scene again. Let's see what we have here. And this is just as we're about to hammer down. I like that. I like that. I enjoy that. Johnny, right? Right? I mean, like, how long has the stream been going on for? I would say I would only take like 15 minutes off for like talking to you guys on chat, but the rest of it is the thought process and... Okay. If I remove that... I want to kind of see this hit down though. Like there. I do kind of want to see that. Nice hard like pulling motion there, tugging motion. I quite like it. Don't want to see any of that. Okay, we can tackle this. See how this goes. See how it links in. Ooh, nice movement cut. Good beat to cut on. Okay. See where we go from here with this clip. We only have a very little bit left to grab. And I do like that the clips are getting longer and longer because it brings us towards the end being a little bit faster. I don't want to show the whole opening of this. I don't remember the rest of the gameplay in this, to be fair and honest, so to look at it. I don't think there was even like a lot of shooting in this one. As far as I remember, I think there was like just a lot of looting. Oh, is this where I met the Japanese guy? This is maybe where I met the Japanese guy. Ah, okay, okay. And I started shooting ticks here. So we can show this little interaction here, I think, which is great. So I'm gonna have dropped that. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, so let's get rid of going into inventory. I want to show the mouse. Actually, that's something I've only just thought of now. Have a listen to the music quick. I'm going to cut it on that beat. I'm going to cut it on that beat because there's not really a whole lot more to that interaction. Oh, there's the little jumping. Let's grab the little jumping. It's cute. Oh, hold on. Why do we have a big gap there? Yeah, we have a gap there. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Nice drop on the beats again. Where are our ticks? I know that we like start shooting the ticks here somewhere. Start grabbing a little bit of that. I can grab some of the tick shooting. Or was it in this one? Yeah, it was in this one. Okay. Let's see for... Oh, there we go. He's jumping even. That's super cool. See how far back we want to grab it. There he is over there. Yeah, we can maybe draw the gun. Let's have a look. I want to get rid of this marker. I'm going to remove all the markers. Okay, it took too long to fire, so I want to get him to land on the floor. Okay, so he lands on the floor there, and just before we shoot. Okay, so let's go back a little bit. Okay, so we shoot. Oof, hold on. I don't think he should land on the floor. I think we should just track him and then shoot him. I think that'll be better. It's, again, it's a weird movement jump. But there wasn't enough ADS in that. I don't even like that. Go back. Just track him a little bit before we shoot at him. Maybe. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I like the reloading. I like the reloading of the gun. I like that action and everything. It shows the skin really nicely as well. Go back down this corridor. Why do we go back down this corridor? A lot of people are streaming the new 006. So I think Sean bought it. So it'll be interesting to know what Sean's opinion is. So Sean can tell you how it is. I have wanted to watch it, but I also haven't wanted to watch it, if that makes sense. Because to be very honest, that trail to disappear. Like it has a HUD and I've been enjoying no HUD so much that I've been enjoying no HUD so much that the thought of watching a HUD now that is something new that I have to learn, like I'm struggling with it. Struggling with that concept. Right? How cool is it? Like maybe I should slow it down. Maybe that's an idea, a thought. So like specifically this one on the pop. Like I could change the speed on that, for example. So I don't know that it'll work with the song though. I feel like it would work earlier in the song, over here sort of thing. It would work there because the beat is a little bit slower. I don't know about here, but let's have a look. So I forgot how to even do this. Ripple cuts. Change clip speed. So we can take the speed down to 50%. And we have to make it longer. I don't hate that, hey? And it looks pretty smooth. We could grab it just before the bullet shot, like there, right? Grab it there. And then just before I pull back, there, I would end it there, I suppose. So let's have a look at it. I feel like what it should be maybe is, for example, like we go in here. As much as I like the bullet reloading, end the bullet reloading there, right? Kind of there, okay. Then what we could do is remove that, pull this across. I think how I duplicate this again. Yeah, okay. So duplicate that, change the clip speed of this again back to 100. Let's just double check that that worked. Where is it? Why can I just like, thank you. Okay, it's on 100. Okay, so what we could do is do that, right? And then do like a repeat of it. So that shot, pull back. There, cut it there. And then use this to show like a replay of it. Ooh, actually that gives me an opportunity. That's actually quite a nice little replay, hey? I quite like that actually, not gonna lie. And then what we do is pull this. Oh, excuse me. So where does this one end? So we need to find the exact same point where that one ends. Okay, so our thumb is under the cock over there. Do you think that's cool, Johnny? Okay, so our thumb's under the cock over there. So let's find where our thumb is under the cock here. That's about the same frame, right? Let's see if it's the same frame. Have a look here. Yep, that works. I think that works. It looks pretty smooth. I mean, there's a lot easier way that I could have done this. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. I like that. Thanks for that idea. That's cool. Thank you for the bless you sneeze. So we go from this sort of like reveal of the tick, open the door, reveal of the tick, shoot the tick, shoot the fireball, repeat it, slow down, go back to loading the gun, walking a little bit backwards, and then we only have a little bit of space left to cover here. I think we shoot a wasp up here, if I remember correctly. So we could grab that. Let's just zoom out on our timeline a little bit again. Just drag a little bit more. Put the playhead exactly where we're going to put this clip. Oh, was it a tick? Was there no wasp here? I thought there was a wasp that flew in here. Oh, there is a wasp that flies in here. We can go to that maybe. Oh, that's such a good little clip. And then we're reloading the gun again, and then we can go to this Leaper cutscene. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so we can get rid of that. Let's... Okay, guys, I think we're kind of ready to watch this whole thing. Pop that up there. Okay, let's go. Let's view the whole timeline. Oh, wait, let's go to the end and put our outro point there. Okay, let's watch the whole thing, guys. You have sat through this entire thing, so you deserve to watch the whole thing now. It works? Okay, cool. Okay, I'm glad it's feeling okay. Okay, let's can I make this? I'm sure I can make this bigger somehow. I don't remember how. I really just don't remember how. You can't click and drag the screen out. You have to click on this whole other window kind of thing. Okay, let me just hit save quickly. How do I do this? I have forgotten. Safe area ruler guides, show full frames, blah, 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 blah. I think it's in a window or workspace thing. And I know when I did this last time, I changed out of the workspace and it was a problem. So, okay, we're just going to view it like this. Okay, so that I can go and eat as well. Hopefully it's done. Okay, guys, welcome to the official edited intro of the new video. We're going to see if it's going to work. I didn't like that other cut. Ooh, that cut was nice. Is it working, Dusty? I'm glad it's working. There was just one cut that was really messy that I don't like. I might fix it, but I'm really hungry. I do like that I got this little player interaction in there. I like that little slow-mo suggestion. Thank you for that. It worked well. No HUD, right? Like crazy insane. No crosshair. That's a big thing, man. I can't believe I was hitting so many shots. I'm really impressed with myself. And then we end on me being like super massively injured. This is really cool. I want to get rid of where the mouse comes onto screen and just leave it black. Oh fuck, what the mouse comes on. Oh, there. Okay, so I can cut it there. Just before, hold on, let me zoom in so that I know exactly where I'm cutting. Because then I can have the black right at the end. That's fine. That's not an issue. Oh, thanks, Johnny. Thank you, thank you. I love the lightning. I love it so much. Okay, so what we do is we save the project and then we go into, these are like our final steps. I actually just want to, I didn't change any of these settings, so the sounding will still be completely fine. Let's have a look at where that ugly cut was that I didn't like. Where was the cut that I didn't like? It was this. It was this cut that I didn't like. It was because the door movement was off from shooting the fireball. Let's see how we can just fix this quickly because I really didn't like it. Thanks, Johnny. So we open the door and then you see, I don't like that. I don't like that. So for going from that frame to that frame, I don't like. I'm happy to cut it there. Okay. So I want to cut it there. And then see if we bring that in, what does it look like? Okay, let's have a look. Still not good with the movement down. So it's that gun movement down that I don't like. So let's get rid of that section. Let's see if we reassemble the opening door cut, what it goes to. You see, it's because we ADS and then we're in a totally different position. So your gun is not in position. This is the problem. So let's have a look. We do that. Yeah, see, that's much better. So I just need to pull this across here. Because we go back into the reload space and then we open the door again. Yeah, I like that way, 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 way better. That works so much better. Okay, so let's save. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm glad you appreciate the movement cuts. Like, they're so important. That's all movement cuts there, Johnny. I'm not doing any J cuts with audio or video. J or hook cuts. So I have to do all movement cuts. Or I would have to put cross-fading in, and I don't want to put cross-fading in. So it has to be direct movement cuts, or it has to be heavy scene changes. And that's why I've chosen like the heavy scene changes linked to movement, so you don't ever feel a lag or a break in anything. Yeah, that's so much better. It doesn't look disjointed at all. This one. You see, I don't like that one as well. Okay, let's look what we can do with that one. It's the other one I noticed I don't like, so let's see what we can do with that one. Oh, I'm glad you noticed the cleaner look on it. Okay. Let's have a look here. Okay, so we're running here, we turn around, and then we need it to go there. Okay, that's where we need it to cut. So he needs to open. He needs to be open already, basically. Not opening. I thought that his... Or, do you know what I... No, because I already had the pistol out. And I missed the shot, that's why. Let's have a look at what the end of this cut looks like. See if I pull in more running. You see, the running forward is not good either. So what you want to do is, we kind of want to have that movement there. You want to have that movement before we get to the end point. Then you want to bring this in here. See there. Okay, then let's have a look what we have here. We go around the corner. And then we cut to the camera shooting cut. So actually that's not so bad because it links the two scenes together. Yeah, okay. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, we're watching it yet again, guys, because we're going to see if there's any errors. The dodge rolls are perfect. Ah, cool. I'm glad the dodge rolls are perfect. I must say, I didn't feel like anything was missing on the dodge rolls. I agree with you there. Oh, that intro looks so good with the new costume. Oof. It's so beautiful. I don't like this ladder shot, but I like the ladder shot. Ooh, do you know what I could change on the ladder shot, actually? Let's go to the ladder shot quickly. I could make the ladder shot so that... What we're going to do is... Hold on, I actually want to pull it that way. I know the movement is great, but I like this lighting here. I don't want to see them. I like that lighting. That's what's missing. Is they all go from these beautifully lit shots to this really dark shot. That's what I don't like about it. I mean, that's another thing. Okay, guys, watch from the beginning again. Because if you don't watch from the beginning, you don't know what you're missing. And then you're cutting in small little non-context scenes. Hold on. What was wrong at the beginning here? Okay, there was nothing wrong at the beginning. The beginning, not beninging. Oh. I know what I'm not liking about the beginning. It's the fact that there's no crossfade onto this. So we can control C here. We can place this crossfade over here. Aha. I knew there was something harsh about the lightning strike. Like, the lightning strike is good, but it was harsh. Oh, you also felt weird about ladder. I'm glad it's not only me. I'm pretty certain it was the lighting, so we'll check it now. Okay, let's have a look here. Yes, look at that. Oof. Oof. So beautiful. So beautiful. Okay, ladder shot. Yes, yes. Way better. Way cleaner. Way cleaner. Lighting change, movement change, scene change. Still the right lighting. Lighting, movement, cut. Ooh, ooh. Scene change with lighting change. Nice. Nice. Similar lighting, yet scene change. Clearly in a scene change. Nice, nice. Oh, I'm liking it, I'm liking it. And I'm glad that I made the choice to like actually take stuff from the other game. I'm still not happy with that cut, but I'm feeling, you know what, we've made every cut better. Let's see if we can make that cut better. Maybe what we don't do over here is we don't ADS. Not here, sorry, over here. Wait. So maybe we don't ADS here, right? Maybe we just see the light. Let's see what that looks like. So if we just see the light there, right? And then we pull the clip out. So we can see the... Oh, it's so small, it doesn't want to drag. Okay. I feel like this will be better. We see it, and then we shoot it. Ooh, yes. Yes, do we like that? View from the wasp. Double check that I haven't left a blank space anywhere. Yes, okay, I like that way more. Okay, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Game we're going to watch from the beginning. Make sure that we're happy with everything. I'm so happy I put that fade in. And then fade. Yes! So it feels more natural. Feels more natural. It's introduction. And I like the little camera shifts on the ladder as well. It helps a lot. Oh, that's so clean now. And then we go into three fireball kills. And then we get this like last little one who thought he was gonna get us. Pull the gun out and we're like, nah, we don't need you. Oh, that movement snap of the head and the shooting. Oh. I like seeing this little jolt, even though we're so far away. And then on the jolt, we pop to something else that then gives us another jolt. And then it's a little bit long and you're like, are we going to see the end of it? No, you're not. Then we go back again. And this one is like really a nice little movement scene. Where is it? Okay, cool. We're going to track it. Then we're like, nope, off to the side. We're not going to follow it. Oh my god, did you see that the flashlight flashes on the beat? That was incidental. I like it. I like it. I like your slow-mo idea. Because I agree that it was so nice seeing them as we were editing and then there's nothing in the video. I like that little slow-mo, I feel, is proof that you watched the whole video. Like, it's the little, you know, like it's an Easter egg in the video, put it that way. So the video's Easter egg, right? And you think we're not going to get out of this situation, and then we just get out of the situation, and then we get into another situation. Yeah, I like it. Oh, I like it so much. Like, I like the other one, but I like this one too. Yes, guys. Yes. I'm not going to make you sit through the render process. I'm going to say thank you for your time. I'm going to hit render. I'm going to eat some food. I'll post this up. I'll sync it into my scenes and my settings and all that sort of stuff. And then you'll be able to see it at the end of the stream that we will do later that we do in the evenings normally. So thank you for your attention in this matter, guys, and thanks for coming to my TED talk. Yeah, I like the player interactions, super cute. And I hope that this has been a little bit more enlightening to the bare basic understandings that we sort of have around content creation and making and all that sort of thing. And thank you for being here. And we will catch you later, definitely. Enjoy your early evenings and early afternoons. Catch you later. Bye.